Welcome back to MMA Al Dente. I am here to talk about Natalia Silva versus Andrea Lee. Natalia Silva is 26 years old, 15-5 as a pro, and she's giving up 2 inches of height and 4.5 inches of reach to 34-year-old Lee, who is 13-7 as a pro. Natalia Silva, she's looked incredible in the UFC. She's 3-0. Each win is incredible in its own way. She's coming off a TKO over Victoria Leonardo. Pretty much steamrolled her, hit her with a few combinations, and it looked like Victoria was beaten to the point where she wanted to check out of the fight by like the 1 minute mark, and then wasn't long after that she got her out of there. Teresa Bleda, she beat with a spinning back kick in round 3. That was just an incredible performance. Bleda, who is still raw and really, she's definitely good and got something going, especially when she's on top. But she's still pretty raw and whatever. But Natalia Silva was underneath her, swept her, and then totally outworked her and was beating her up where she would have won a decision clearly. But instead, she didn't take her foot off the gas and ended up getting a third round spinning back kick finish and then pounced on her. Just an incredible victory. And her first win in the UFC over Jasmine Jasdavicius might even be her best win. Just not as impressive as the other two. She didn't get a finish there, but she tamed a beast, a big, strong beast. Jasmine Jasdavicius was so much sharper than her on the feet, just incredibly sharp, and even won the wrestling battle as well. Took away that wrestling from Jasmine, who that's her bread and butter. So Natalia's looked incredible in the UFC, and that's why she's such a big favorite here over Andrea Lee. She's a minus 350 favorite. She's also got 20 fights. That's a lot of experience for a girl who's still in her mid-20s. She's 26 years old. The sky's the limit with Natalia Silva. She does have 5 losses, 2 via submission, 1 via TKO, and 2 via decision. She lost to solid regional fighters early in her career, and then the one loss that's even somewhat relevant in the last however many years, it comes to Marina Rodriguez, who beat her by decision. So no shame in that loss. I mean, Marina, despite her recent setbacks, she's still one of the best fighters in the world today. And Natalia Silva, she's just really good everywhere. 7 submissions, 5 knockouts, and 2 decisions. She's got a really good armbar. Her most impressive armbar comes over this girl Joyce Myra. Got her out of there in round 4, and she showed to have good submission prowess in round 4. Really good energy. She was all over that. Really advanced quickly with that. I think. Natalia Silva right now, I don't look to her losses. I mean, she's got enough there, but I look to her UFC career so far, her 3 wins, and I say she's shown a lot. She's faced adversity too, and she's still looked like pretty much perfect despite the adversity. Andrea Lee, she's been around the block. Not that she's a fucking whore or anything, but she's got a lot of experience. Andrea Lee, she's got 13 wins, 3 via TKO, 5 via submission, 5 via decision. She's probably more of a grappler, but of course she finds herself striking a bit more, I'd say, at least in the UFC. Her 7 losses come 1 via submission, 6 via decision. These are all more relevant losses because we've seen them all. A good amount of them have been in the UFC. Her 1 submission loss is maybe the most irrelevant. That's to a really good fighter back in the day, Sarah D'Alelio, and she got her out of there at the very end of round 3, and that was in a close fight. Her decision losses, though, are to Roxanne Modafferi, who out-wrestled her. She beat her twice. Lauren Murphy, Joanne Wood, formerly Joanne Calderwood, and recently she lost to Viviane Araujo and Macy Barber. And she won that Barber fight, in my opinion. And that's the fight I think she has to try to duplicate here against Natalia Silva. Not that Natalia Silva is Macy Barber, but stylistically they're somewhat similar. And Andrea Lee's got to take Natalia Silva off her feet. Even there, she can't completely relax. I mean, Natalia might be better off her back, or more dangerous anyway, than she is on the feet. But she's definitely really good everywhere, Natalia Silva. And Andrea Lee, I think with her strength advantage, she's probably a stronger girl, I'd say. She's going to want to be in tight and, if she can, on top. So I think that's going to be her plan here against Natalia Silva. Could happen. I'm not going to lie, I've sprinkled on her winning by decision at plus 425 because I'm a degenerate. But I've got Natalia Silva winning this fight. I think Andrea Lee doesn't have the wrestling, or, she's not the dominant wrestler where it's a sure thing that she can just rip Natalia Silva to the mat. And on the feet, I think she's going to be that much slower, where she's going to be losing every moment on the feet against Natalia Silva. Maybe not every moment, but, if nobody gets any big knockdown or whatever, then Andrea Lee's going to be behind on points. And I should mention, Andrea Lee did knock down Viviane Araújo with a front kick in a few seconds or whatever. But, yeah, she's not Mrs. Knockout Artist. I don't think she's got that one-hitter, quitter power that's going to change the fight on a dime. So I'm taking Natalia Silva. I'm taking her to win by decision. Andrea Lee, again, has only been finished once, and she's fought better and better competition. And even though she's had some tough fights, especially that Viviane Araújo fight, she's made it to the final bell in every one of them. I think Natalia Silva wins by decision, and my only bet is a sprinkle on Andrea Lee winning by decision. Like, share, subscribe, all that horseshit. Check out my other videos.